But we caught up with another rookie during the week, an ex-volleyball player. Greg had a chat to Chris Jones at the StKilda Football Club. Here's what he told us.
Chris, a lot of the rookies play for these high-profile clubs, and here I am sitting next to a person that played for Echuca, the seniors team, just one season, and you're here with StKilda. You know, what's the story with that? I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, it's sort of a bit different sort of path to the AFL, I guess, than what most of the other young guys have had. So started actually in the thirds at Echuca last year for half the season. Then Ken Sheldon actually was the coach down there, and he was with the seniors obviously. And so halfway through the season, gave me a go with the seniors, and yeah, I was there to the end of the year, and then all this happened. Sort of.
Now, you're not void of sporting talent. You're a great volleyballer. Tell us a bit about your volleyball days.
Yeah, I played volleyball pretty much since I suppose grade 6 or something like that, and went through the Bendigo Academy and made a couple of junior Vic teams, and then actually went on tour with the junior Australian team twice at the start of last year and the year before that too. So.
Now, you were coaching up at Echuca when Chris wandered in and asked to play a bit of footy after having all that experience in volleyball.
That's right. Yeah, Chris had played quite a lot of junior football, but had given it away for 2 or 3 seasons, and a few of his mates were doing pretty well in the under-18s, so he came along to join in, and you could basically see a rapid improvement in a short time. So he was invited to our senior list, of which that rapid improvement continued, and he played quite outstandingly in the Goulburn Valley League, where he eventually played as a key member of our premiership side. 18-year-old playing centre-half back wasn't a bad effort, and I guess that improvement was noted by the recruiting scouts at different AFL clubs, and StKilda seen fit to make a decision through the recruiting department to give Chris a chance through the rookie system, which is an ideal avenue for young fellows to develop.
What made you switch to football? The lack of physicality in volleyball? You couldn't give a shirt front on the court,
no,
so you thought I've got to switch.
I loved playing volleyball, but sort of last year, to keep playing volleyball, I had to travel to Melbourne on weekends, and I was in Year 12 last year, and the travelling was a bit too much to handle with Year 12, because I had to come to Melbourne to get high competition, sort of thing. And so I had 3 weekends, and I thought I'll just go and play thirds with my mates and go run around and have a kick and see what happens.
How big a role do you think his volleyball history has played in his success as a footballer?
Well, he's certainly jumping jack, as to speak, and Inspector Gadget and all that sort of thing with the arm to spoil and all that sort of stuff. He has great mobility, but I think it's a good foundation because he's a very level-headed young man, like he's school captain, and I think the trips nationally as well as internationally have been a good foundation for him, and have made it a lot easier for him, a lot more comfortable to fit in an elite sporting environment like the StKilda Football Club.
It's pretty daunting walking into the first training, sort of you sit down and put your boots on, you look up Stewie Lowe's across the room for you or something like that. Sort of, yeah, definitely very daunting to start with, but sort of once you get to know them all, you realise they're all just like fellas like at any footy club sort of thing, so sort of it's not too bad.
What are you realistically looking at achieving this season?
Realistically, this season sort of just keep on developing my skills and keep developing as a player this year to hopefully get drafted next year. So I'm on the rookie list this year, so I'd like to get on the senior list next year. That'd be great, and obviously, like you say, to play a senior game would be amazing.
There we go, Chris Jones and Ken Sheldon there from the StKilda Football Club. Greg, we got to catch up with them.
Impressive youngster. With